So we now need to focus upon the two areas which are traditionally known to be stable, like Punjab and the Sindh area within Pakistan, and to bolster or boost their capability to resist Taliban from entering those provinces through migration control, movement control, and so on. And over the last year, a number of seminars have been held on this issue within America at the key think tank institutes in the United States. Brookings Institute, the Rand Corporation, have all held seminars looking at specifically the fragmentation and the splitting of Pakistan into small entities. This is how Pakistan looks now. You have the pink area, which is Balochistan. Then you have the Sindh, the Karachi port, Punjab, the tribal areas, the green area, bordering Afghanistan. This is how Pakistan looks right now. The tribal areas where you have a lot of the war raging in Swat Valley. Punjab is stable, Balochistan has its own problems. Okay, so this is a map right now of Pakistan. Future. I'm not drawing this myself. Right, this is from the Armed Forces Journal by Colonel Russell Peters. Yes, this is how he envisions Pakistan to look in the future. Okay, and look what's happened. The whole of the tribal areas have been incorporated into Afghanistan. The Sindh and the Punjab area have been incorporated into one entity. And then below we have free Balochistan. And we're all aware of the Balochi Liberation Army which is active in the region calling for free Balochistan. So this is how a future Pakistan would look. And down to the most intimate players within America and Pakistan, according to my knowledge. Why? Why would one want to see a country fragmented and broken into small entities and small pieces? Because for any rational mind, that can create more problems. Smaller entities, more violence you have. Border, territorial disputes, and so on. You've seen this throughout the Middle East, post-Ottoman era, the Sykes-Picot agreement, and so on. But a number of factors come into mind. Micromanagement. America is nothing new to the area post-1945. Because Britain has a long history of being in that region within India. And Britain used to manage the region through micromanagement. So Britain will not just go to whoever's in power within India and manage it at the national level. They will look to local players as well. So they put in place landowners, feudalists, and so on, and execute policy at a local level to ensure efficiency and productivity in terms of what they want to do. And now America is following a very similar policy of micromanagement. They realize that in Pakistan, there's many leagues of power. If you go to the president, this does not mean that you'll get what you want. Because the other people below him in urban and rural areas. So what the American administration did in 2007 went actively to local players. For example, it's known since 2007 the ANP, the National Party, Pashtun Nationalism, okay, Wali Khan and others from the MQN movement, Mustafa Kemal, have all been going to Washington. And in most countries this is illegal. If you want to conduct foreign diplomacy, you contact the national government. You don't go to local players or local actors. Whereas Americans have been going directly to local players, local actors, to discuss policy and strategy within the region. And second, economic. That's it. Right. Maybe we can have this more depth in the Q&A. You have economic. If you have economic issues, Central Asia and the need for oil and gas transportation through that region, it's either through China, which the Americans don't want, either through Iran, which the Americans don't trust, either through Russia, which the Americans don't want. It's only the way to Afghanistan, Pakistan, into Karachi, or into water. The third issue is China. China has a string of her strategy. But China has a port in Thailand, Cambodia, Bangladesh, and I realized further down in Malaysia and Singapore, the Maldives has straight American control. So in the case of hostility, America would suffocate China in terms of oil transportation and gas. So China has been looking to Pakistan to create a route through Pakistan into areas of China. And America is not very happy with this policy, and they want control of that seaport for itself because it's close to the Arabian Peninsula. But then you have India, remove the Pakistan threat since the Nehru Doctrine post-partition. India has been active in trying to fragment Pakistan because of its policy of fearing a Muslim neighbour of maybe 140 million people. So it could have a huge impact into the benefits for national security for India. And also, fifthly, ideology. 155 million population, huge land plan, very strategic places, huge amount of oil and gas, coal reserves, bordering China, bordering Central Asia. Possible ingredients for the emergence of a strong ideological state, Islamic state within the region that kind of out-compete America within the region. How? You've got political disruption and undermining of civil institutions in Pakistan by the government, the ISI, and the military. Economically, you've got cut in federal government financing towards provincial areas, which is leading to separation. And yes, the it's quite obvious civil war within the region. And the media has created in Pakistan such a sentiment, anti-Pashtun sentiment, is unbelievable. So you've had the kind of ethnic processes now within the Sindh area and also within Balochistan. The kind of barriers are developing along fragmentation lines. These scenarios: continuation of the existing system within Pakistan and good leadership. I don't think a lot of people in Pakistan would concur with this outcome. The Balkanisation of Pakistan, division and disunity, again, a very dangerous outcome for any region. And third, if you look at Pakistan's basics, in 1947, when it was established, it was supposed to be established on the basis of religion and faith. But post-1947, the leadership was hijacked by feudalists and non-Muslims. And they took Pakistan in a direction against the will of the people. And because of this different direction, you've seen instability and crisis between the state, the system, and the people. So now, to bring some normality, one needs to go back to the will of the people. According to a recent poll at Maryland University, 75% want Sharia law in Pakistan. Whether we like or we dislike, this is what the people want and demand. So the question is now, how does one go about introducing this within Pakistan to bring stability and security? So if you have a situation where people are going in one direction, the system is going in another direction, you don't have instability. Now this is a crisis which led to the emergence of the Taliban and the emergence of resistance or hostilities in Balochistan, Sindh, and other provinces. So I'd like to leave there because I'm running out of time, but I'm happy to have any questions that anyone wants.
A big thank you to both our speakers.